Give it to me, big dick.
I can't. You're expecting it now.
Okay, well,
Coming at you.
Oh God, that was
We're back.
that was an attack on me.
We're back from our
Take the show. Take the show. Take it.
We're back from our sabbatical.
Sabbatical.
Yeah.
You mean
That's a good way to put it.
You mean us not recording?
Life happens.
Out of nowhere, I hit record and Keenan comes alive. Don't worry, it'll fade
like
out
the
within
Tom-
3 to 5
wakes up.
minutes.
Tom Sibley. When Tom Sibley goes live.
Let me tell you this: if you fucking jiggle that goddamn thing this entire fucking episode, I will delete this fucking son of a bitch. You make me have
2 months.
Tom
right?
Sibley, whenever he gets alive, he comes alive.
Yeah. Anyways, this is the Finger Poke of Doom podcast. Hello again.
Yes.
It's been 2 months. For some reason, we recorded an episode, and our Libsyn account just refused to basically put the file from an MP3 or MP4, I saved it 2 different ways, into the Libsyn archive. So that's why you haven't got an episode. I hope to God if you hear this, then it went through.
Yes.
If not, we're just going to be talking to just us and recording it for our own personal pleasure.
If you want to call it that.
Yeah.
Also,
this is a pleasure.
I've been trying to
Suck dick.
I've been trying to find a new job. So I've been super busy and finally listened to Lee and joined a gym.
We got it. You
Yeah.
got friends.
I do.
There you go.
What's been going on with you, Brian, in the fucking White Death up there?
Well, we're in our 6th month of winter, pretty much.
6
April.
months.
I swear to God, our first snowfall was in October this year. So it's about 6 months ago.
I've been dead 6 months over.
It's insane. Especially April. It'll snow one day. Next day it'll be 45 and sunny. All the snow will go away. Next
Just
day will
flood.
Next day will be 22 and windy as hell.
Dude, we get it like that, but without snow. One day it was 75. The next day it was 39 and raining. I was just like, whoa.
That's ridiculous.
That's all right. I saw a man driving riding a motorcycle in a tank top, shorts, and flip-flops.
That seems safe.
And I was just like,
Jesus.
riding through this fucking world all alone. He
Oh,
definitely carries a gun.
You know it.
Big time puss.
Where's he gonna put it? He's got the shorts.
Oh man. They got
all
different
types of shit. He had a couple fats on him, so he could probably get up underneath a roll.
Yeah,
I know this because I have a couple rolls myself, and I just hide stuff. So, a lot has happened in 2 months, and that lot has happened. One of them is WrestleMania. It was an event that had a lot of people in it for about 7 hours.
It was.
It
long.
had a lot of potential first half.
I am going to tell you what I liked about WrestleMania, and then Keenan, I want you to tell me what you liked about it, and then Brian.
Okay.
All right.
Here's what I liked about it: the Ronda Rousey match. That match was great.
That was a lot better than I expected it to be.
Yeah.
Yes.
I was wowed by it. Shinsuke doing the worst low blow of all time.
He just keeps doing them.
Yeah, the
Over
one
and
on
over.
the one on SmackDown, he held him by the shoulder, dropped down to his knees, and put his arm underneath his balls, and then raised it slowly.
That he keeps going like this sideways.
Yeah,
thing.
Yeah.
And that's
he's
all he
got a
keeps
brother
doing.
him softly.
Just
Hit
me.
Take care of the boys.
Yeah,
hit me with your shoot punch.
I also really like the Asuka match was good,
Mm-hmm.
and I really like the Cruiserweight match.
Oh yeah.
I wanted to love the Uso Penitentiary match.
I felt like that's where it started.
Yeah. Going.
I
down.
felt bad for those dudes because it was just they were like, go, 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 big move, go, go, go. And then I do not like Harper and Rowan. 100% do not like them. I don't give a fuck how good Luke Harper is. When I see his goofy ass outfit,
Ugh.
I feel like they just heard Spine Shank. And I'm just like, synthetic.
Yep.
It was hard to get past.
It is. And you know what? Eric Rowan's head looks like Wooly Willy flipped upside down.
Yeah, I know what you mean. That guy's
man.
like, oh, let me fix
He looks
ya."
like Dr. Steve Brule, but Steve Brule's head is his chin.
Yeah.
Like, I hate it.
His beard is Steve Brule's hair.
It's like just shave
my
it,
God.
brother.
What if that was his like him underneath that mask whenever he takes off the mask? It's like, you got leaves in your yard, just blow them off.
You just,
This one tastes like fruit.
yeah.
Wine was invented by the Romans for orgies.
And the tag team match, it just sucks it went so short, especially because it was. I found this hard to believe, the Usos' first time actually on the main card
Right.
and not on the pre-show after how long they've been around. And they
Yeah.
get like a 5-minute match.
And I will be one to say that I talk shit on the fucking Usos because they fucking sucked. I'm sorry, they were not good. But now they really kind of zoned it in or whatever.
I could put them up against a lot of tag teams around,
Yeah, me too.
and they
Oh
would,
yeah.
cock and balls.
and they would. I think that they would be. I mean, a lot of different promotions. They have
Yeah.
that style where they can.
I agree. I
Definitely.
really enjoy what they're doing now. I really wish that they had some other tag teams to go against, though, because I can only watch the New Day versus Usos so many times.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It was
it's getting-
great, but then
Yeah, they're-
you
they're-
need something more.
Yeah, exactly. They're great teams. I'm not saying that they're not. I'm just.
No,
I can see them moving to Raw.
It is. Yeah, I can see it too. It is much
Yeah.
much like what we're going to talk about later. I'm sick of seeing it, and that is Okada and Tanahashi. So, yeah, and
right.
that is literally all that I was excited for after watching WrestleMania. I did not watch the main event. I fell asleep whenever Braun Strowman picked a small child out of the crowd.
Oh, jeez.
That was I fell asleep, and I've not really gone back to like watch it. I had it on, and then I was like,
They said where he was going, Tanahashi was setting like
oh, right there.
some rows
If
up,
he would have
and
picked
everybody
Tanahashi,
was like pointing
I will say
at
this.
Tanahashi, and then they was like, "What's that say about No Way Jose?" I saw that No Way Jose was in the crowd,
Mm.
and he walks by No Way Jose to go to that
Oh,
kid. And he's like, "What's this say about him?"
Give me a No Way Jose to Gucci tag team. Thank you.
Oh boy. Give me that. Give me that tag team, and that'll make the show shorter for me because that's an instant skip.
Yeah. The rope, the Nicholas kid. Somebody, I think Cesaro whipped Braun Strowman into the rope, and that kid's face was directly next to the second rope,
Yeah.
and it popped that kid right below the cheek, and it was just a red mark.
Oh,
And he was just like holding his cheek. Like you could just see him just like, oh shit, I gotta act tough.
Yeah.
I didn't even see that match because
Oh,
I was
dude.
at a friend's watching it, and I went home. I left after the Nakamura Styles match. Then I got home, then I caught most of the main event before I went to bed because after 7 hours I was fucking done.
So Keenan, what did you like about WrestleMania?
With you, the Ronda Rousey match was
What's
actually.
your favorite moment?
I think my two favorite was
Way to be original, Dick. I'm just
Ronda
kidding.
and Ronda, and then the Asuka match. I thought those were the two
Yeah.
best matches. I think that's 2 years in a row that Charlotte's been in my top matches of Mania.
Everyone was upset at the ending of that match, you know.
Yeah.
Finish.
And I'm not. I feel like if there was a person to do it, then why not Charlotte?
Then my two that I didn't like was I didn't like the Daniel Bryan match
Oh, I forgot that even
because
happened.
Oh yeah.
because it's like I understand the whole booking of like you want Daniel Bryan to come in and make the save at the end, and it's like they took him out of the match and all this other stuff, and it's like you want the wait. Well, people have waited 3 years
Yeah.
to watch him.
Yeah.
So, he's starting. And they said he's a full-time performer now. Like he's not going to work a limited schedule, and he's not working.
Damn.
And then the other thing,
Wow.
I always hate that the Alexa Bliss match because I still hate it whenever they do like a weight angle. I hate that.
Oh,
with,
like where she's heavier.
yeah,
or-
I hate that because Nia Jax, if you follow her or seen anything or on social media, like she is a bigger girl, but she has confidence, and that's
Right.
like great. And I hate that they use that. I always, because they did it with like Mickey James and they called her Piggy James and all this other stuff. I'm like, nah,
Must have been when I wasn't watching.
those were those two.
I hear a lot of complaints about that, but it doesn't really bother me because would you get pissed off if it was like a character in a TV show or a character in a movie making fun of someone's weight like that?
No, it's just I think it's
Or it's just the trope of it?
that
Okay.
it's like I think it's because I want to watch wrestling for wrestling,
Yeah, I can see that.
and it's like the whole thing, and like they're supposed to do this whole be a star thing,
Right.
and there is no.
Well, it's perfect then. That's why that if there's this whole thing where it's supposed to be good, you're supposed to be good, you're supposed to be proud of who you are. There has to be someone
I just don't like it.
to fill it out to where they're like, no,
Right.
I don't accept you. And then that way, who was it? It was Alexa.
Yeah.
She's like the perfect the bad guy. It's a
Yeah.
bad girl or whatever. But I
And
don't
the
like
person-
those angles either. Just because I think they're fucking real.
They're real corny.
Yeah, that's.
Oh, yeah.
That's like
Definitely.
I don't like when men face women, and then they say stuff like, "Oh, get me a sandwich." You
Yeah,
know,
it's
I mean,
like-
I don't remember the last time that
Well,
happened. You know, but
The Jeff Jarrett Good Housekeeping match.
yeah,
Oh
shit like
my
that.
God.
Like that's real fucking.
That was dumb as hell.
That's real hillbilly.
The
Oh,
main
yeah.
event wasn't bad. I wish that and it's funny that
I get-
people are complaining now that he didn't win that title.
Whatever.
Well, now they're saying because now that he's they're having the cage match in where is it, Saudi Arabia?
Yeah.
People are thinking he's gonna win it then, just because it'll be in front of a crowd that won't boo him.
Oh, dude, that crowd will go nuts.
Yeah.
Which is
And my question. So I
Hold
went
on,
ba-
Brian's gotta.
Well, my question about that match. Let me be a true troll here. If that match would have happened in Japan, would it have been bigger?
No.
You don't think so? You don't think Roman Reigns has Japanese material? Or Japanese material? Japanese pro wrestling? Like, I don't know. I don't know what.
I don't.
Wherewithal?
I really don't.
Dude, I would pay money to see fucking Roman Reigns in the Champions Carnival.
I wouldn't.
Because
I think
he
it's
is
like
the
at
big
that
dog,
match,
and it's his yard, Keenan.
no
You're
matter
not getting
what,
this.
Like,
hey, now there's already a big dog in.
That's what I'm
All
saying.
Japan, and
Battle
it
of the
was
big
Suzuki
dogs.
Kawa.
but the thing is with that match right there, you're always going to get you're never going to get early 2000s Lesnar
Right.
when he.
But instead, you're just getting a real fighting Lesnar because he can't wrestle.
Yeah, it's just like
You're just like, that's what I'm saying. Would you have?
I don't know. I just wouldn't care about.
I
it.
would have loved to have seen it. Why not? If it was on a New Japan card, I'd be like, okay, this is going to be.
Big Daddy Dave would have gave it 5.
That's right.
Oh yeah.
If it
Dome.
happened in a Tokyo Dome, scratch your
jeez.
fucking neck beard.
Nah, if it would just happen in their
That was just a
well, if
question
they
to
would
keep
just
things
happen
going.
in the minor leagues as people would think NXT is, then
Correct.
We'll get to that in a minute.
Brian, what was your favorite WrestleMania moment? Oh my god!
My favorite match was neither of you two mentioned was the Intercontinental title match.
What
I
match
like,
was
and I
that?
usually don't.
Oh, that
that
was
was
a
the
really good
first
match.
one.
Oh shit, that was a good match.
Yeah.
I forgot all
See,
that.
that's
That
the
was a
thing
great
with-
match.
With a show that long, you just forget.
Yeah,
Like,
man, that was a
But-
great match.
and see, with that kicking it off, and then the women's matches right after that, you're off to a great fucking start because both those matches were.
That's the reason I
Awesome.
thought that. I was like, man, this could actually be like.
By the way, Finn was looking
He's looking good.
great.
And I thought of you when he came out. I'm like, oof, I bet Lee's getting all sorts.
Yeah,
of
man, I'm telling you,
work up here.
he comes out in a heather gray.
all about it.
Oh god!
And what's
almighty.
awesome is Miz still looks like Miz was
Miz is gonna come back with the biggest babyface return of all time.
until
you
then.
watch.
We are getting Daniel Bryan and
Yeah,
Miz.
and I got
I bet Superstar Shakeup.
Oh,
they
I'm
end up
sure
on the
they'll.
same brand.
Yeah, I can see, especially maybe Daniel Bryan going over to Raw because if that's their main show, and they're gonna want the big reaction for him over on the main show.
But other than that,
what the hell are you
hey,
talking
do you
about?
remember? You guys remember when WrestleMania was only 4 hours
Yeah.
pushing?
I think the last
Oh,
time
yeah.
was that they put fucking Terry Funk and Mick Foley in a garbage can.
Pushing him over.
Yeah, that was about that time.
Oh, this whole thing with have you heard about the
Oh yeah, wait, Brian's still
WWE
talking about.
oh,
his
sorry.
months. Yeah, shit. Go
What's
ahead,
that?
Brian.
Oh, just the Intercontinental title match, and then the.
So, anyways,
the
I was
women-
taking a shit the other day.
Oh
and,
yeah, there you go.
no, I'm just kidding.
The SmackDown women's were both those two were my favorite, and the Ronda Rousey match. I went in with the super low expectations, not caring at all about it.
Yeah.
Because I just looked at it as another. Oh, here's another celebrity match, but you could tell she
She
was
tried.
definitely
Yeah.
she tried really hard, and
she was selling her
I-
ass off.
Yeah.
she was, and
Got to get some new gear, definitely. Got
yeah.
to get something comfortable to wrestle in
Because she was pulling Pulling and tugging. Every
a lot of adjusting.
every 5 seconds.
And also, she went to rub her eyes, and it looked like a woman who hadn't taken her makeup off yet after she got out of the shower. It was just like her eyeliner or whatever it was, just like running straight out. Just like, good God.
Yeah, but no, that match, like everybody in that match, I feel went above and beyond what I expected of it to be. I just, here's another McMahon-centered match to give them the spotlight, but.
Right. But when she squared up with Triple H, though, I was like, this is sick.
But you could tell how limited now Angle.
Oh yeah,
I mean he can't move his neck like. It's
also,
I think if they would have had, I think if they could have got Rock,
oh, it'd been sweet.
that would have been.
Also, congrats to fucking Drake for calling that match.
Yeah,
Drake Younger was the fucking referee of that match. It was his first WWE match.
Yeah, the first main roster match.
Crazy.
That was awesome. Good for him.
he is the
Nice.
most positive.
Yeah.
He just got Instagram, and he is the most positive dude.
Nicest guy on the fucking
yeah.
planet. We talked, or me and our friend Daryl talked to him at when NXT was at the Arnold. He's just like, oh man, it's just so good to see you guys. And I was like, we've never met before. And I was like talking to him about like wrestling at Chillicothe. He's like, wow, I forgot all about that. And I was like, yeah. He's like, I was down there and with Chance Prophet, and I was like, wow, he actually remembers it. 'Cause he's taking a few doozies to the head.
Crazy. Just from deathmatch wrestler and CZW to reffing
to
a
that,
fucking
and looking like
WrestleMania
$1 million
match.
fucking bucks.
Oh,
So
dude, he gets up, and he's always like
fought addiction and everything.
always
man.
so positive about everything.
He's kind of a local guy. I mean, he's from Indy, but he spent a lot of time in like Chillicothe randomly. There used to be a wrestling promotion in Chillicothe, and it was called Mad Pro Wrestling, and essentially it was Ohio's Ring of Honor. Like they had matches like Nigel McGuinness versus Daniel Bryan or Bryan Danielson and John Moxley versus Bryan Danielson, and it's just all types of shit. And you can find some of these cards online. You're just like, what the fuck? Like
They wrestled in an old bank.
Yeah,
Because it's huge. I mean, you walk in and like this, it's huge.
and like one of the matches I remember was like Madman Pondo versus Drake Younger in a barbed wire board match here in Chillicothe. I was just like, what the fuck? Speaking of Madman Pondo, I told Keenan about this. I have this Big Japan Ultimate Deathmatch DVD that I got at like a buybacks, and I thought the cover of it fucked up because it says Daisuke Sekimoto versus Madman Pondo fluorescent light tube match, and I was like, this is wrong. And sure enough,
No shit.
I fucking popped it in, and it's fucking Daisuke Sekimoto in his little black panties
Oh wow.
in a fucking light tube deathmatch with hillbilly fucking Madman Pondo.
That's insane.
And he's like suplexing him. He's doing all the normal shit in a strong match.
Well, that's I usually when I would watch Big Japan before they got their service and stuff didn't pop up for free. But side note, I've heard their service is just terrible with getting stuff up on time.
I've heard it's really bad.
But I would usually skip a lot of the deathmatch stuff just because that's just not for me.
Yeah.
But I guess a lot of the people who are big fans of it would say they're actual really good workers and they're working a match, but just incorporating, the weapons instead of just a plunderfest with light tubes.
Right. Well, I mean, one of the best death matches that's happened in the past like 10 years has Shuji Ishikawa in it. And I believe
I've not seen any of his deathmatch stuff, but
and I believe it's Jun Kasai versus Shuji Ishikawa, and they work a match and then they add the deathmatch stuff into it. And the whole ring has got light tubes everywhere, and they're doing like collar and elbow tie-ups, like arm drags. They're doing everything, and then out of nowhere, it's just like,
there's a light tube.
Yeah, it's like, the light tubes are woven to the ropes, and they're just doing normal wrestling shit. Like, of course, they whip them into it and it pops, and then like one of the guys does like a Russian leg sweep with a light tube. But it's and I'll send a link to it. 'Cause there's a whole like deathmatch YouTube channel.
It's not just like hitting each other with light tubes from the get-go.
Yeah.
And
it's not, Tournament of Death or something. Which I like Tournament of Death because it's a break from the reality that is good wrestling. Something like that.
Yeah.
So yeah, WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Too long.
2 stars.
After that, it just went on too long.
Way
Two long stars.
But NXT was the day before,
Butts are for pooping.
and my God,
That was incredible.
That card.
It was a juicy boy.
It was.
That
What was the first? Oh, the ladder match.
The ladder match
45 minutes.
That was insane.
That ladder match went.
When you said that, it didn't even occur to me that much time had passed.
Who do you think who do you think the MVP of that ladder match was for you?
It's hard to say. I don't know.
I'm going Lars.
Lars.
He did the least and had the biggest impact.
Him and Killian Dane.
See, I'm not on Killian Dane like you are.
I love Killian Dane.
Big Damo was okay. He was good because he was ginormous and he was in that RPW ring, which is 14 by 14.
Oh, and he just looked like
he could do coast to coast in it. You know, like
just looked like I'm giant.
Yeah, he's okay at best for me.
I like him, but
yeah, I like him.
I don't go too crazy, but I think he's good for a big man and plays his role well.
Keenan really likes him.
Yeah, I really like him.
I think he's good with Sanity.
Yeah,
I think he's good. And man, my dog Alexander Wolf, vegan baby. That's what happens
when you
get
or something you just found out.
Well, he's been vegan for like 2 months. After you get your fucking head cut open, I guess.
Yeah,
you got to recover somehow.
Oh jeez.
Sorry, that's just my little.
I thought
shinfo.
Ricochet was showing his
was awesome. But Velveteen, baby.
Velveteen. Everybody.
You know who
everybody played their part.
Right. Perfectly. What I didn't like was EC3's pant scheme, his panty scheme, with his skin tone.
Oh, I loved Velveteen Dreams, where everybody was voodoo dolls.
All the spray paint on them, kind of like what Rick Rude used to do. Always have his opponents on them.
But yeah, I thought that match was great. After looking at that North American title on someone, I was like, okay, it looks cool.
It looks better.
But yeah, I liked it a lot.
Whenever they just introduced it, I was just like,
I knew
hot garbage.
Well, when they introduced it, the first thing I noticed is how like the color of the strap was the exact same color as Triple H's skin.
Yes. Real just burnt.
It's like they've just photoshopped it. Like,
just like color swapped, yeah.
But everybody did their part. You know, you got the really big spots from Ricochet. Like Adam Cole was just humongous with the crowd, like always. Even like EC3, like I would be nervous about doing a match.
That's his first match.
First match in NXT, bam. And I knew that Meltzer was going to love that match because the first thing when I opened up Twitter after that match was like, well, how are you going to follow that? 45 minutes. I looked at Lee and I was like, dude, it's 45 minutes.
What was the next match?
That
had to follow that?
Was it Shayna Baszler?
Or was it that?
I think it was the Shayna Baszler match.
I think it was.
It was.
Which was
that ladder match could be my favorite ladder match.
I'll put it up there with like those first few TLC matches.
Yeah, and that great. Omega Elgin ladder match is really fucking good.
The one from a couple years ago, for the IC.
It's like really good. I think that one's kind of like a hidden ladder match that no one ever
they don't
talks
do
about.
it all the time, and you kind of forget.
That was it.
Yeah, you forget
that was
it.
That was like the first one they did in like New Japan proper.
And Ladder Wars with Bucks and Hardys was really good.
That was
2 years ago. Steen Generico. Yep, that was
Ladder
good too.
War
Final
was-
battle.
Ladder match, yeah. Like, that's what's great about Ring of Honor is they won't overdo their ladder wars, and when they do it, they go all out, and it's really something special.
Oh man, they said Flip Gordon this past year was just
once
going
he's done
insane.
with the army or whatever that. I'm telling you, let me just spoil this for you. Bone Soldier.
Oh my God.
This is gonna be the new. Wait,
just to get him into Bullet Club.
What was the thing that I just kept? It was Switchblade.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Here's my theory on Flip Gordon. He's already a soldier, and he's wanting to be in Bullet Club.
There we go, Bone Soldier.
And they don't have a true junior because I think Marty Scurll is out of it.
Yeah.
Out of something's gonna happen.
And Flip Gordon, I'm sorry, I love Marty. I think he is a great fucking wrestler.
Mm-hmm.
But I'd rather see Hiromu versus Flip than Marty.
Oh, that'd be insane. Yeah.
Marty versus Hiromu.
Yeah, because Marty's not a flyer like you
Exactly.
expect in the juniors.
No.
Marty's a ground game guy.
Marty, without all like the character stuff, reminds me a lot of where Kyle O'Reilly was when he was in the junior division for New Japan.
Yeah.
Kind of like
that weird like he wrestles heavyweight everywhere else, and then
well, I know he does the move, but kind of like when Xbox or 1-2-3 Kid went and was 6
Oh yeah,
over, and he was their junior.
right.
He's
Yeah.
kind of like that because he didn't really high fly. Like he'd do a suicide dive every now and
Right.
then,
He
but
just
it
did
was
that big
mainly
plancha
ground
from the
game
ground,
and
yeah.
everything like that. That's the
Yeah.
kind of position.
Also, another great ladder match: Eddie Guerrero versus Six Pac.
When he stole
Great ladder
the
match.
U.S. title. From,
Everybody says it's a good one. No, it's a great one.
Yeah.
It's got a lot of story. But anyway, it's whatever. NXT.
Yeah. Back
Shayna-
there, yeah.
Yeah, that shit was fucking tight. It was
Mhm.
so
it was way
fucking
better
good.
than the first one.
First what?
First,
First one.
the Shayna Baszler.
Oh, you're
Ember
talking about-
Moon
okay.
match.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
okay.
didn't care for any of them really.
I
I don't know. I'm super over Ember Moon, and
well, you don't have to
I'm
worry
not-
about her
I'm-
now because
yeah, that's what I said. I'm glad she's up on the main roster because more pay for her, and I have to see her last.
Now.
So
who challenges Shayna?
Kyrie Sane.
I don't think so.
they'll build. That's one they got to build up to.
Yeah,
I'm sure she'll have a couple
I bet
not
it's.
throwaway
Maybe
ones, but
Candace or.
I bet it's Nikki Cross,
yeah, I can see that being a good first one.
and then they'll do like a little 3-way, like they did that one time.
Yeah.
Really thought this match was good. It was great for both people, I guess. I thought it was a solid match.
Yeah.
It's so different watching Shayna Baszler wrestle her style than it is any other female competitor in like the universe or whatever. But because she doesn't do anything crazy flashy, it's
Right.
it's grind you down, it's submission, which is what she's always been.
Yeah.
Right.
And I think that's why I've seen a lot of people like try to they're just like, I just can't do it. I just can't do it with her. And that's why, because they're so used to something like charisma or what, you know what I mean? Like,
And she's
Yeah.
no bullshit.
Yeah.
Just in
so maybe she needs someone that's like a Kairi Sane or that
Someone to
that one girl that's from Australia that's like real, that does the kicks.
Dakota Kai.
Yeah. Somebody like
Yeah.
that. You know what I mean? That's like super charismatic.
Right.
And then
to
she just fucking breaks them.
balance out. Yeah.
Because like Dakota Kai would be a perfect one because she's a smaller, full of energy.
Well, I can because wasn't she out injured for a little while, and like storyline wise, they wrote it off because she was attacked by.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that could be
Baszler?
it. Yeah.
So that's definitely one they can come back to, or maybe like
man,
a TV match or
It
something.
is getting dark down here.
I know.
It's like the storm clouds or something rolling in, and it is dark.
What was
And,
the tag matches? The tag
the
match.
tag.
The dusty. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that the 3-way. I loved the ending of that.
I did too.
Yeah, I thought it was great.
That was great. I'm glad that.
I really didn't
yeah.
know how that was going to end. I was just like,
But
No.
somebody that wasn't in the Dusty Classic won the Dusty Classic.
Right.
Yeah.
No, that was awesome because you're gonna need someone else in there with Fish out injured, and it
Right.
makes perfect sense to throw Strong in there with the history they have. So,
they might as well
And
just
I-
throw Tommaso right in there.
oh
Yeah.
my gosh, why not?
Yeah, I mean, they
Get all,
wanted. They
get all the
wanted
Ring
a-
of Honor guys.
Well, that's what they wanted. They wanted a Ring of Honor stable.
right.
So I mean,
And then
he
I
would be a
get- I
great one
forgot-
for it.
where I heard this, but one of my friends said he read that at the UK shows they're doing in June, they're gonna have British Strong Style versus Undisputed Era, a
That's
6-man
perfect.
match.
That's where that
That would
should happen.
Yes.
Yeah,
Um,
that'd be it.
Man, Pete Dunne's looking. I mean, he's
Yeah.
looking healthier and just. Well, he also joined that CrossFit gym out in California with that Josh.
Joshy G.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like he joined that and like he's just.
CrossFit Paradisco.
Yeah. Like Misfits of Venice or something
Yes.
like that. But that's where all of them are going, and like, because I saw a picture,
Well,
he was just like, "This
he
is my new
doesn't.
client."
He doesn't go. They don't go there.
Yeah, I know. He just.
He goes to them.
Yeah,
That's his job. Is he has that gym and then he flies out to them.
yeah.
Think about the money that dude's making.
Oh,
I mean, you're just going to do CrossFit with wrestlers, pro
It was
wrestlers,
200
that you can tell them like, oh, hey, this is your workout of the day.
it was $250 to go to his
Seminar.
seminar
Yeah.
down in New Orleans.
It's crazy.
Wow.
$250 for a seminar to do CrossFit workout with.
Well, I mean, the dude's that's going off a different page.
Yeah.
That guy's like a CrossFit Games like.
Yeah, he's
Big
huge,
dog.
Yeah,
But yeah, I cannot fucking wait This reminds me of something. Yesterday, I found all my old Ring of Honor DVDs that I bought at that same place I bought that Big Japan thing.
Mhm.
One of the matches was Tag Wars in Dayton, Ohio. It was Bryan Danielson and Roderick Strong versus Jay Lethal and it was Roderick Strong and Austin Aries versus Bryan Danielson and Jay Lethal. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna pop this on, and it's like 30. It goes to a 30-minute draw, and it's just fucking chop fest.
Oh, I'm sure.
And I have like all these random house show DVDs.
They
and-
used to do a lot of like storyline builds in Dayton. Like when they did that whole CZW invasion.
Yeah,
It
started.
started
What
in
happened
Dayton.
down there.
Yeah.
And one of the matches I have, one of the cards I have, it's Bryan Danielson versus not Paul Brian Kendrick in a 30-man Iron Man match, 30-minute Iron Man match.
Damn.
Yeah,
I think
there's all types of shit on these DVDs. I have like 12 of them that somebody unloaded, and they were $1 a piece. I was like, well, okay.
Oh, wow.
Guess I'll
I
just
think
buy
I
one.
have that one because I have one of the Danielson comp DVDs from Ring of Honor. I think that one's on there.
I love Brian Kendrick too. I think he's fucking especially when he was like trying to die essentially.
Yeah.
Oh, heads up, Jack Evans and what's his name? And Helico are no
Helico.
longer with Lucha Underground.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I saw Jack Evans on
Hello,
Helico
Pro
tweet that out.
Wrestling Noah. Give it to me.
Helico, he won some tournament the weekend of WrestleMania.
They're both great wrestlers. They're just goofballs.
Yeah.
Yeah,
One really loves motocross. The other one really loves weed.
Really.
Mhm. I think they both love weed.
Yes.
I mean, who don't? But so the tag match happened.
Yep.
What was the next match?
Aleister Black versus
That was
Paul
the
Mason.
and that's it.
No, then there was
Well, then the main
Gargano.
event.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right.
Yeah.
Aleister Black winning. It was like bittersweet for me. I did not want Cien Almas to lose.
No, yeah, I'm with you because he was such a great, just shithead heel champion.
Yes,
and
but
that could have kept going, but it was an awesome match too.
we'll get a rubber match for that. Was that SummerSlam?
I think there's a Chicago one coming
Okay.
up.
Yeah, there's one
Okay.
in June.
Was that Extreme?
I think they
That's-
always have it that
okay.
weekend. Yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah.
so there'll be a rubber match for that, and I'm expecting Aleister to keep that. So hope to God that we can see fucking Cien Almas with the fucking Uso Penitentiary in WWE. That's just me dreaming, California dreaming,
California Dream.
dude.
No,
That
but
would be the fucking stable for me.
That
those
was
three together.
And
I
with
like how
Rusev.
and keep him with Vega. Is that her name?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Selena Vega.
Selena Vega. I think that she does her job very well. She
Mhm.
interjects, but she's not overly.
It's not.
she
Yeah,
doesn't
it's not
overly
too much.
interject. I love how that match ended with him catching her, and as soon as he spun around, he hit him with Black Mass, and that was
It
it.
was great. I listened to Aleister Black on Edge and Christian's podcast. I
How
don't
was
like
that?
that podcast at all.
I don't think I've ever even listened to it.
It's just Edge and Christian
Just being
on level 10. But they were talking to him, and Edge was like, he's like, I'm just going to tell you right now. He's like, there's a lot of people out there that try to do like the anti-hero role, or, like the good guy and the bad guy at the same time.
Right.
And he's like, Taker's definitely on the top of the list. And he's like, and you're right there with him.
Oh wow.
And he was just like
That's high praise.
Alistair was just sitting there. He's like, I don't really know what to say to that. He's like, thank
Wait,
you so
what
much.
do you say?
Yeah,
What's
exactly.
the same
Holy
thing?
fuck.
Super high praise.
After Taker and Edge's match one time, I think it was like SummerSlam. Taker pulled him aside. He's like, "Let me tell you." He's like, "It goes Sean, Brett, you."
That's crazy.
Oh wow.
And I fucking hate Edge's
I know,
matches.
but
That's-
he was just like,
except
and
for that
he
Cactus
said
Jack match.
Edge says he just stared at him like, "What?" And he's like, "Yep." He goes, "Sean, Brett, you."
But he told, it's a really interesting podcast because he talks about how his character was made.
Oh, the Aleister Black or the Tommy End character? Just
Well, the Tommy End character was just him. That's what
Yeah.
he says.
Yeah.
The Aleister Black character was him and Triple H talking about music
Oh, okay.
and how they wanted music and counterculture to be a person.
Interesting.
Yeah, so that's why they came up with Alistair. He came up with, and Black was Triple H, and they got to talking about it because how much they actually like Motorhead, and they
Yeah.
wanted someone to rebel and be different and still be kind of like cool in the same sense, and that's Aleister Black.
Like not too hokey. Like
yeah, not like the fucking War Raiders.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my God.
I know
I
you
don't know
met
about
like
that name.
you met him in Dayton and said he was like one of the nicest guys.
Oh, I keep wanting to call him Tommy. Yeah. Well, I mean, I've had like actual conversations with
Yeah.
him. You know, like
And like
he,
I saw
he built
that-
me a workout program.
Well, I saw that somebody like he was doing meet and greets now
Mhm.
with the belt and stuff like that, and like talking to kids and stuff. And it's like,
Oh, dude, he's fucking. Well, his whole like thing is like, why talk bad?
yeah,
If I don't like something, why would I give it the energy to, talk about it? Type thing. Well, that's not just him. That's
Yeah.
that's a whole certain thing. But yeah, like I was stoked, but I also was just kind of like, God damn it, like like fuck.
because I wanted Almas to keep that.
I did
for a
too,
while.
man. Almas is my number one WWE guy. Like he's my sugar
incredible.
bear.
And we've been on that since he was wearing suspenders and that
Oh.
hat and dancing around.
Looking like
and-
Buff Bagwell.
yeah,
I wasn't into that one.
Oh, I was.
So once he ditched those suspenders and the fedora, I was all on board.
Telling you, the first luchador they signed to WWE is going to be in his group. Just telling you, just watch this. I can hear Vince in Triple H's ears, just like, lump them together. Just like all of them, they got to stay together.
yep.
Oh
All
my
of them.
It's
gosh.
like, ugh.
That's what they're doing on 205. It seems like they're putting the luchadors together. Then they put a Tommy and
Man, okay, let's wait to talk
Tozawa
about
together.
Let's wait to talk about that because I
Yeah.
forgot about that too.
Alright.
All right.
The main event.
Gargano, fucking Ciampa was amazing.
It was.
I
And
loved
it was. I mean, this is coming from me, baby. This is. It goes Dave Meltzer, me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? There-
Back to back.
have you listen, people? Have you not seen my emoji ratings?
Yep.
Like Jesus
They-
Christ!
They are not to be trifled
If
with.
I give you two of the same emoji ratings in the same thing, you're gonna be saying Dave Meltzer who?
Yeah, Dave who?
Dave who? It's
Yeah.
Dave and me, and I'll poop
No.
on everything.
But Gargano has been in this very well might be my favorite match of the year so far because before this it was his Gargano and Almas, but I think this one I like just a little bit better. So
Also, man, they really shredded it out on them bodies.
Both of them.
oh yeah,
Good Lord. Somebody needs to get popped for HGH or something. Shit.
I like
something
the,
in the
There's something in the water wherever they're
something,
drinking.
that's what I was just gonna say. Something in the water down there.
I like the stories they tell, and like even Gargano didn't want to like hit him with
Oh,
that.
ending was
then
beautiful.
He like swung at him and put him in that. What did?
The crossface with
Yeah.
the knee brace.
What if he would have said, "I'm sorry, I love you"? And
Yeah, that
then he
would have been
put
a
him
little
on.
too much.
They
like
hit, him, hit him with a sledgehammer. Put him in the figure four.
Daisuke
Flair-
did to no, like Daisuke did to Candice LeRae. Did you ever see
Yeah, I
that?
saw that.
No.
Oh, you don't know about that? The leader of
No.
Damnation loved Candice LeRae, and he kept proposing to her at random shows.
Oh my gosh.
And then they put him in a match against her. He kicked her in the knee, and she fell down on her knees, and he's just like, "I'm sorry, I love you," and then just
Oh my God.
super kicked her in the face. It's so fucking good. Oh,
man.
people watch DDT. I'm not gonna,
Oh,
you fucking assholes.
oh,
Yeah,
man.
so
That's hilarious.
Gargano, if he just cut his hair and got a better looking face, he'd be it. He'd be a hot bod. But dude, they are chiseled.
Yeah.
They are, yeah. Now
They-
I'm
They are-
wondering what's coming. If anything's gonna come, what's gonna come next?
Oh,
on both of
something came.
them? Oh yeah.
Yeah. No, I'm just kidding. I did not.
But that
for the
Are you
record.
though?
but that NXT card, Dave Meltzer gave
Who?
Yeah.
Exactly. That's right. I
He
gave it
gave
2
the,
avocados, 3 snakes.
the ladder match and the Gargano match. Both of them got 5.
Great.
And I think the Tommy end.
You guys hear?
Tommy end.
You guys
Aleister Black
see?
and-
You guys hear that? That truck backing up? That's a trash
Nope.
truck right
That
there.
is-
Oh,
it's
boy.
facts.
It's a fax.
Yep.
Facts.
Facts.
Okay. Anyways, I gave it 6 avocados.
And
Six.
Aleister
12
Black got
shit.
4.5.
Anyways, that match was fucking solid.
Yeah.
Um,
Those
it-
3 were my top 3 of the night.
yeah,
for sure.
for sure. I wish that they would involve Candice LeRae and to the point where Tommaso would have gave her the lung blower.
Oh man.
And just like, because he would be like
Vicious.
number one bad guy of all time.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
Every time
this guy
I've
attacked
ever
his
seen
wife.
her wrestle, I've seen her almost die.
Oh, every time. I've never seen her live where she hasn't got hurt.
Yeah.
Like, remember, were you there the night that she did that Hurricane Rana and her head bounced
No,
underneath the
you
guardrail?
and Daryl were there.
Oh my God! It was, dude. That was
It was
scary.
like bump, 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 bump.
Yeah, so she did a Hurricane Rana to the outside, and you know how like when people do them from the apron, they like twist.
Mm-hmm.
So she did, and her head hit the ground,
Ugh.
and then it bounced up and hit the guardrail. Her head was completely under the guardrail, so it was like head to the floor,
Christ.
head to the guardrail, head to the floor,
Oh my
and
God.
everybody just went
Bounce.
silent. It was just like, oh, and she just laid there. It
And
was
then
not.
we were there whenever Cedric Alexander gave her the fucking lumbar check
Oh, I was
for
just
the
gonna-
first time.
Yeah, we were there.
We were there.
She went sailing in the air. Holy
Dude,
cow.
yeah, we were there. We were up on the balcony, and dude, we fucking screamed. And then that wasn't even the worst part of it.
Yeah.
Remember, she did the moonsault from the top rope to the outside, and her thigh hit the stage,
Yes.
Ooh.
and it made this fucking like jackhammer noise, like Goldberg.
Yeah.
Damn.
It just screamed as soon as her thigh hit. It just was like, "Who's next?" But
I've always seen her just.
that was
kill
that was a
herself.
bad joke. I was reaching for that one.
You were.
Anyways, yeah, but that match was fucking fantastic.
Yeah. Did you also going on that night was the Supercard of Honor? Did either of you see anything from there?
I
I saw Ladder War. I saw that.
He didn't watch a fucking thing of it. He looked it
No,
up
I
on
just
Twitter.
I just saw stuff from it. I didn't
yeah,
watch any of that.
I didn't
Ring of
either.
Honor.
I watched. I found somebody that was gifting the entire match,
Okay.
literally by hold. And when
Oh my
I
gosh.
was driving home from your house, I was watching it, and I was listening. I was listening to Coast to Coast. R.I.P. Art Bell.
Oh yeah, that's right. I
A
heard
true
that.
hero in this world. He is a man who's opened many third eyes.
Mhm.
He's kept me awake, like late night driving many a times.
I've fallen asleep and woke up to some of the craziest shit he's
Fuck
ever
yeah,
talked about.
that fucking demonic possession. We fell asleep and he woke. We both
Holy
woke
cow.
up and he's like, I was just rolling on the floor.
We were
just
driving
like,
from
what the
Cleveland
fuck?
at 2 a.m, and like our buddy was driving. We woke up and I was like, "Oh my god, what the fuck is going on?"
I believe there are angels and demons. This woman started freaking out.
Holy cow.
A little off story, but if you want something crazy to listen to, go to YouTube, go to Coast to Coast. It's called Coast to Coast Crazy Caller, and it's a guy who calls in who says he's on the run from the government because he knows about alien shit and knows more than just aliens that's happened, and the power goes out in Art Bell's studio.
Oh my
like
god.
all this crazy shit, and it comes back, and Art Bell's just like, I don't know what to say, and he's like, we're running on a generator here. It like fucked their whole shit up.
Like
Now it could be staged, but fuck, dude, I love it.
but it just sounded
That's
terrifying.
insane.
Yeah, but
No,
I'll tell you what's
watched
out
the
of this
majority-
world is Gargano's apps.
Back to that.
Back to the
No.
apps.
No, back to Supercard. I watched a majority of it, and the two standouts for me were Ibushi and Page had a really good match.
Oh yeah, that looked really good.
Oh, somebody
And
said
then-
on Twitter, was like they're putting on a match that could headline any event.
Oh,
right
it was
now.
yeah. It was insane. Like it was definitely the best Page match I've ever seen, and it was great. And then the ladder match was insane as well. I'll put that up there with, like I said about the NXT ladder match. I like this one a little bit better, but with some of those classic TLC matches, it was
Let me tell you who's the genius of this wrestling weekend. Cody Rhodes. As soon as he won that match, he had a shirt up on Pro Wrestling Tees.
What was the main event for?
Dalton
Castle.
Yeah, I don't know why.
It was all right. I mean, it
It's
just
tough to follow.
yeah, and that was a long show too.
McCarthy
yeah.
and-
Well, they
Super
took
good
a
about it.
45-minute intermission or whatever.
Yeah,
McCarthy
I wasn't
and-
watching it live, so I was able to skip around.
Okay.
But yeah,
But Vince and them said that was the problem. Like after the Cody match, people started to leave.
Yeah.
yeah, that's like people who were there on Twitter were saying that people have been leaving and this main event hasn't even started yet. So
Well, all in all, the two big shows, NXT, WrestleMania, NXT was better.
yeah,
It was
It
more.
has been
It was,
for
it-
the-
yeah, it was more enjoyable. You know, But one of us watched 7 shows around
I
that
did.
weekend, and the
Between
other
Thursday
2
and Sunday.
lived a normal life.
Oh.
I watched Bloodsport, so I mean,
I haven't watched. I only watched the Suzuki Riddle match from Bloodsport.
That's honestly the only one on there that interested me.
yeah, it was cool. I can see this spawning more of those.
Yeah, and well, because that was Game Changer Wrestling too, wasn't it?
Right, yeah.
And so yeah, they have Spring Break and now this. They just keep every year
And
adding something different.
Spring Break, did you watch it?
I didn't know.
Yeah, I haven't either. I heard it was just absurd.
I heard it was just madness.
Well, the
I'm
fucking Invisible Man's having a time of his life.
Well, he won the Battle Royal.
Clusterfuck Battle Royal.
The clusterfuck, yeah.
And
And Walter.
about fucking killed the Mountie.
His
Did
chest
you see
was
his fucking chest?
Yeah, I saw pictures of that. It was
You know how
raw
you fix
meat.
that? You get the
Don't face Walter.
the blood pulled out of it with a syringe.
Ugh.
I heard he did a Hurricane Rana,
He does a split like a moonsault. That's his finisher.
the split-legged
Split-legged.
moonsault.
Yeah, he does it every show, and it's the worst fucking
Wow.
split like a moonsault.
Yeah,
It's
I saw a
like
clip of it. Ugh.
it's like the one that like Hoovy used to do, where he stands on the top rope and just falls and lets the rope flip him over.
Oh, he does not the
Yeah.
Van Damme where
Yeah,
he,
no, God, that'd be
No way.
hilarious if he springs up and does the splits. He does that, but then it starts to look like Johnny Mundo's finisher, where he just twists.
Oh, the twist.
Oh,
But
yeah,
because
yeah.
his body's just twisting naturally from the spring of
He
the
just-
rope, just like
Let's- Gravity take its course.
Walter wasn't having that. He was like, "Nah, I'm gonna chop through your heart."
Oh no. But the shows I watched, Evolve 102, the WrestleCon Super Show, WWN Super Show, Evolve 103.
Was that WWN? Did that have Osprey versus Riddle?
Yeah, that was Osprey Riddle. Yeah, it was the Super Show.
Yeah,
No, wait.
I heard that
Was
match
it?
was fucking really good.
Yeah, that was one of my favorite matches of the
I think-
weekend, and that's
I think
Throughout
Riddle
the
was the
whole
fucking
weekend.
MVP of the
oh
weekend.
no, Riddle and Osprey were mine all weekend. Riddle was just playing up like the neck and the head from that from when he cranked it on
Oh,
the apron over New Japan.
Yeah,
So he was playing that in every match. But no, Riddle and Osprey was definitely one of my favorite matches of the weekend. I also
Sweet.
caught most of the Rev Pro show had Ishii and Sabre Jr., which is definitely a match to
check
go
out.
out of your way to see when Ishii winning the British heavyweight title.
Yeah,
Sabre
that's kind of
dropping
weird.
all his yeah, because he dropped the two single titles he had that weekend. Sabre did so.
You know what's funny is like that people are saying, "Oh, he dropped those titles because he's picking up a more full-time New Japan roster, or schedule."
yeah,
Ishii is a full-time.
yeah,
New
that's
Japan. Yeah, like
right.
he is full-time. He worked when he had 6 rolls of ace bandages on his neck. Like
I just think both companies just wanted a big moment for
right,
their shows that
and
weekend.
it definitely happened because that was
Yeah.
a big surprise.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Game
That
Changer
match-
really put their got a foothold in Mania weekend.
Oh yeah.
They had the highest attendance of
Joey
all,
Janela
For
had
Spring
the
Break.
of all this other shit. I want to watch that Kaiju Big Battle with Sakamoto as the Hulk.
That looked insane.
Yeah, they just pull.
Oh, yeah,
they
I
just
see.
pull him out of the crowd. He's just
Oh,
like
wow.
he was like eating popcorn, and they say his name, and he's like, "What?" And he like there's a gif of him like eating popcorn. They say his name, and he shoots up in popcorn. Like
How
falls.
was that Thatcher Walter Sawa Sakamoto?
That was awesome. That was another one of my favorite matches from
It's-
the weekend. That Evolve 102 had 3 really great matches. Osprey Fox was awesome. It was just what in the hell is that?
Oh, sorry, that was me.
Osprey Fox was what you'd imagine. It just both guys going insane.
Damn, I bet
and
that
then-
was good.
Yeah,
It wasn't. And then that had Ring Camfit versus Sawa and Sakamoto, and that was awesome. Just with Thatcher and Sawa, and there lots of grappling going on. And
yeah. Sawa is that dude. By the way,
Mhm.
he is that fucking dude.
and then the big man got in there just chopping the shit out of each other.
Sawa is Takagi, the guy that does DDT, the guy that does the Stone Cold gimmick in DDT,
Yeah.
the main dude.
Oh, okay.
He is his Kenny Omega to Kota Ibushi.
Oh wow.
That's what they play off as.
Yeah.
Like whenever the Golden Lovers reunited, Sawa came out of retirement to save Takagi.
Oh, is that
That's
who was
him,
in that?
yeah.
I saw that clip of that.
So Sawa took the anal explosion with Takagi. He laid on top of him as a fucking pyro went off
Oh
between
my
their
gosh.
legs, and they were like, ah! And it cuts to Otani, Shinjiro Otani, and he's just looking at it like, what the fuck is happening? Why am I even in this fucking promotion dressed as a ninja?
Oh my god!
Yeah.
But the main event of 102 was Riddle and Sabre when Riddle won the Evolve title, and that was another high level match too. Evolve, like the whole WWN, really killed it this weekend.
Yeah.
The weakest of the 3 shows they put on was 103, but the highlight of that was Riddle and Sekimoto, which is as beefy as you can imagine it.
Oh, I bet that was.
Yep.
Yeah,
Woo!
but no. Yeah, I watched a shit ton of wrestling in that few day time span, which, yeah, maybe I could have used a life, but my wife was in Florida and I had nothing better to do, so
I understand.
Yeah.
it was great though. A lot
A lot of hog dogging around your house.
I would, man.
A lot of underwear watching.
And it seems like every year is just like getting better and better. Like, my God, what's next year gonna bring?
There's so much though. Then you got to start thinking like, these guys are working so many matches. They're not going to be able to go out each time. But then you see Will Ospreay
right.
go out every single match and give it his all.
I bet you one time we'll get a death match tournament or a night of all death matches.
CCW gonna do it.
Probably more Game Changer.
Game Changer, yeah. That could be their next add-on.
Yeah.
Let's see what.
They'll have Joey Janela spring break, and then they'll have like Nick Gage's murder
Nick
death
Gage's
kill.
murder.
Yeah.
Nick Gage's murder fest.
I wonder what, like, if Joey Janela went all out for this one, what's next year?
Speaking of Nick Gage, Sabu versus Nick Gage is happening somewhere in upstate New York, and
Holy cow.
I just don't care. But
No.
Nick Gage, he's like, I almost feel bad for breaking this old man's neck, and then it was like periods, like, no, I don't have any emotions. Murder, death, kill. I was just like,
Oh my god.
wow. I'm
Intimidating.
terrified of
Holy
you.
Shit.
Someone book Suzuki versus Gage. Make it happen. I want to see a bloodbath.
Oh my god.
I saw Thatcher throw Nick Gage out of the to the floor,
yeah.
and then he turned around. He's like, "Oh shit!"
Was that
That's Bloodsport.
the Bloodsport? Okay.
Yep.
So every single match on there was the no ropes match.
No ropes, knockouts or submissions.
Right. Oh wow.
Everybody was taken away from that match that Eddie Kingston's wearing a singlet.
Did he
Everybody was
always
just
wear
like,
a singlet?
no, he's lost weight and he's like taking his
He did
health
that.
serious.
He did that back,
That spinning, yeah,
and man, he caught fucking.
the Mazawa spin.
He caught him right on the fucking chin.
Wasn't that spinning back fist the whole reason why that a few years ago the whole Chikara universe got rebooted or some wacky shit like that was from his spinning back fist?
Yep, it was because of that. Yeah, I can't remember who it happened to, but
Yeah.
that's when they were just like,
And they never
we're done for a few years, and then
they
we'll
never
come
really
back.
recovered.
Yeah, we'll come back, and no one will care still.
Right.
But I bet Janela booked somebody insane. Like, could you
Oh, he's
imagine
got-
getting Reckless Youth to come out of retirement just
Oh my
because of
God.
that?
Cheetah Master.
That's Joey Janela. You versus Reckless Youth next.
I bet the next time he'll try to go for someone like major star,
Oh,
like
man.
Janela versus Okada. Like he'll go that major. Like
He'll try.
honestly,
Oh.
wouldn't mind watching Janela versus Omega because they have two very interesting personalities,
Right.
and Kenny's not
do
afraid to
something.
do something weird.
or Ibushi.
No.
Hey, speaking
Oh,
of
there you go.
Omega doing something weird, it is the 10-year anniversary of the DDT campsite matches this year. And you know they're going to go off with some fucking crazy shit.
Oh man.
I'm fucking hoping they get one of those giant rockets that are like CO2 rockets where someone can go in the sky. That's what I'm
Like
hoping for.
like in the Jackass movie when he
Yes,
was
just like
launching in
that.
the lake.
But it's the fucking the big fat guy. I can't think of his name right now. In the yellow pants, but he's the guy that was crying on the steps because someone called him fat. Like Just crazy shit. I posted a video on my story the other day of him doing like the handspring into the back rolling thing, and he just like flops all over the place. Anyways, he's
I saw that.
he's like 5'5" and 390 pounds. Like he's a big hoss.
Oof.
So,
Yeah.
you'd
Anyway,
say your MVPs of the weekend, Riddle and
the Invisible Man.
Riddle and Osprey.
that's it. Man, I was saying Riddle for sure.
I'm going
Yeah.
Sakamoto because he had a killer
Yeah, me
weekend,
too. He did.
and I'm going with the Mounties chest.
The Mounties chest.
Yeah, he really toughed it out. He didn't have to do any more after that. And Sakamoto's great, and I'll say Riddle because Riddle
Yeah.
Riddle started Thursday
Yeah.
and didn't stop.
Mhm.
It happens when you
Yeah.
get stoned and your body recovers so much faster when you
Did you
just
watch
get
any
high.
of the Hall of Fame? Did you watch any of that?
I watched.
No, I did.
I watched the Dudleys, and that was enough for me.
What was the quote you said? I'm not drunk enough for this or something?
Yeah. I had 2 beers in me, and soon as Bubba Ray tried like put his like right wing Christian horse shit into it, I was just like, well, I'm shotgunning this PBR tall boy. And then after I did that, and it just didn't get better, I was like, I've got better shit to do. And then I played Fortnite for 2 hours.
I saw
Oh, boy.
some of the one thing I saw was Mark Henry's.
I didn't see that.
Okay.
He was talking about Owen because
Did you start crying?
Oh,
Yeah.
I
didn't
heard
see
about
that
that.
either.
and he was like, I think he was kind of pleading with his wife.
I
He's like,
heard
this
about
is
that.
where he belongs. He's like, it's his
Yeah.
birthright. He's like, he needs to be here.
Mm.
And he was talking
Did-
about being in the Hall of Fame because she won't let him.
Right, yeah.
Right.
That's the whole thing.
Didn't Jeff Jarrett bring that up too?
I think so.
Yeah.
I
And
did see the
then,
YouTube clip of Jeff Jarrett and Road Dogg singing. Made my
Oh, I
weekend.
saw that too.
That's the real MVP of this weekend is that song.
In
Ugh.
my days were
Oh, but speaking of
road.
singing, how disappointed were you that we did not get Kid Rock playing out the American Badass?
I don't want to fucking talk about
That's
it.
the reason we didn't bring it
Yeah,
up.
That's why we didn't
We'll,
bring
we'll
it
move on. Sorry about
Dickhead.
that.
And then the other thing I saw was he got the sexual chocolate robe out,
Oh,
and he started talking to the girls started talking to the girls in the crowd, and he talked to Stephanie McMahon. He's like, so what's good? and she's like laughing. He's like, you seeing anybody? And then it pans out. There's Triple H just sitting there just laughing. And he's like, it doesn't matter,
That's
does
fucking
it?
great.
That's hilarious.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's came and gone. WrestleMania is now in the past.
What's Vince always say?
Fuck
what-
you?
no,
I'm
what's
oh,
for-
no.
All right, WrestleMania's over. What's next?
What's next?
Yeah. What's Vince always say?
Fuck you, I'm right.
Fuck you. I'm right.
Yeah, fuck you, fans.
And fuck you too. No, just like the G1 climax, after that week, or no, it's like 3 weeks, I have to take a little break
Yeah.
because holy fuck. Luckily, I didn't watch, all the shows. I watched what I needed to. Now I'm ready for some real good wrestling.
Well, I'm a madman because I cannot take a break with the Champions Carnival going on.
See, and I want to watch that. I really do. So I'm just waiting. I'm waiting till something illegal gets popped up.
The first night had some really good matches. It was the two
We're talking about the All Japan.
All Japan.
Yeah,
Yes,
but
the
for
big tournament.
people who don't know, there's just not one tournament for the heavyweights in Japan. There's several, but this one has a lot of prestige behind it. It
does.
kind of went away in the past couple of years, but now I think it's
Because All Japan's building themselves back up.
very much so with this fucking. I don't even know how to fucking explain it. The blocks that they have are nothing but fucking beef slingers.
There is
It's
a
just
lot
all
of beef.
big boys. Like Kenta Miyahara is one of the smallest guys on it. He's a small guy,
Yes.
Yeah.
but
And Shingo,
shit. Yeah,
you can
Shingo's-
see how small he really is compared to some of these guys. He's like big for Dragon Gate, but then
Who's our
this
champion?
morning show,
who?
All Japan's champion.
It's Kenta.
Okay.
Miyahara, yeah, he won it from Dorian recently.
Yep.
But Shingo and Yuji Hino had a match this other show last night / this morning, and he looks big in Dragon Gate, but compared to some of these beef daddies,
Is he know
Takagi.
the guy that does the fucking bomb?
the fucking bomb.
Yeah.
That is his finisher. He'll
That's what it's called. It's the
he'll
fucking
set up
bomb.
the power bomb. He'll like give the middle finger, then kind of like the up yours hand gesture, just pick him up and fucking
He is
throw him
about.
down.
He's about. If I remember correctly, he's about 6'3", about
Mhm.
290,
He is huge.
and
Good
it's
Lord.
just rounded muscle. Yeah, he's just. It's like he's got like the Ron Simmons APA body.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but way bigger.
It's not like he's got the big guns, but he is not
Yeah.
like the definition. But he is just fucking all beef.
He's he's 100% grade A beef. But I
so
wanted to see
they've had-
that.
Yeah, this morning's match was good. That had that on there, and then the main event, which was the match of the night for me, was a rematch from previous encounters with Ishikawa and Miyahara.
Fuck.
And they always have really good matches together. But so how All Japan, their service is doing it for the carnival. Their bigger shows are live, and then their kind of smaller spot shows come up later that day or next day delivery.
Okay.
And the 2 live ones have been definitely worth the watch, but the smaller shows so far, like the next day delivery ones, they haven't been the greatest. But I mean, it's nice not having to wait weeks for it to
Right. Yeah. To
when
see
they
it.
wait for it to air on TV over there, then a few days to pop up online.
Is Yoshi Tatsu in this?
He is. And
I'm sorry, I meant to say there are 11 big beef daddies and one fucking idiot.
Well, everyone
Is
was
he still doing the Bullet Club Hunter stuff?
Yes.
well, he hasn't.
He's wearing it.
I don't think he was wearing the T-shirt these last few carnival shows.
Okay.
But when he first started teaming with Miyahara, he was still wearing it, and everybody's like, "Oh my God, Yoshi Tatsu got a lot better." But now you're seeing him in these single matches. You're like,
No, he didn't.
"Nope, that was Miyahara just being fucking Miyahara."
Yeah, that was Miyahara making the team look good.
Yeah, but no, overall, like these blocks are pretty loaded, and
I mean, for people who want to, I don't have the list in front of me, but you've got like Shingo Takagi.
let's see, I think I got it here.
Well, I feel like I said that wrong.
In the A block, there's
Welcome
Nomura,
to my life.
Roji Sai, Shingo Takagi, Miyahara, Doreen, Ishikawa, and Zeus. Who else? This is not a complete list.
Fucking Zeus,
Oh,
baby.
Yuji Hino. And then in the B block, you got Dylan James, former James Radine, Kai, Zeus. Did I say Zeus already?
sorry.
I don't know. Zeus.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Zeus is B and Bodyguard is A. There it is. Then Suwama, Akiyama, Yoshitatsu. I can never remember his name. The pudgy dude in the pink singlet.
I don't know who that is.
Yukiyoshi or something. I don't know. I think he's one of the comedy guys.
Okay.
And then
Is that Dinosaur Yukioshi?
yes, I think that's
He's
it.
from K Dojo.
Yep, that's him.
Yeah, he's pretty great.
And then Marufuji too in that block, which is
Who do you? So what? We're 3 days into it,
I think this is the 5th.
and out of how many days?
I'm not sure offhand.
12?
I think it's going pretty long. I think it's almost as long as the G1,
G1.
this year. Yeah, I know they
And
extend.
so the winner of this, do they fight the heavyweight champion?
Yep.
Okay. So and the heavyweight champion's in it.
Yeah. Yes, he's in
Okay.
it. It's
So-
set up just like the G1. The champion's in it.
Who do you think is your pick to win this?
I'm gonna go with Marufuji.
Going with Marufuji. Makes
Is
sense because he just lost that DDT title.
Oh yeah, that because he was holding the tag title over there.
By the way, speaking of which, those two dudes, Sekimoto and I want to say his name's Higuchi, they just look like mafia dons.
They did that
that-
picture you sent.
And that Higuchi,
yeah.
that Higuchi dude has like, Akira Teu's his like body,
Yeah.
and he does the same moves, similar moveset, but they are just two big boys for DDT. Like, there's no one like those two guys there. Also with Higuchi pinning Hiroshima, that was a big thing because Higuchi got like, I don't know, kind of passed over
Yeah.
due to some shit. I was listening to that Wrestling Omakase, and they were explaining what happened, which is a great podcast.
Yeah, it's good cover all. For everything, not just Japan, but everything.
Yeah, I really like their Japanese stuff. It's Wrestling Omakase. They really know a lot about DDT, which is fucking very nice, and they also know a lot about was it Tokyo Joshi, like that.
Joshi Pro.
Yeah, which is DDT's like female promotion.
Oh, okay.
Because DDT owns like, oh, dude, I don't know. They have a.
Is it like kind of like Stardom's like the New Japan of it, and then like
what?
like
like
with
the biggest women's.
Stardom, and then
Yeah, I'd say Stardom is the biggest women's. Maybe Is Ice Ribbon, is that all female?
I think so. Then they
And
have
it's
what is
up
it like?
there.
Like Seedling with like 4Ds or something.
Oh, yeah.
I think,
So
yeah.
Stardom, yeah, is like their biggest one. But DDT has like fucking 5 promotions. Like
Yeah.
Basara,
Yeah, they got a lot under their banner.
DNA is their NXT.
Okay,
Yeah, you
what's
told me about
Basara?
that.
What's Basara to that? Then
Basara is its own promotion that was if any of you nerds want to fucking call me out on this, and I could be wrong, that's totally fine. It was part of Union,
Mhm.
and
Okay.
Union went under, and Basara stayed, and all the Union wrestlers came to Basara that were they already had like a working thing, and that's why in Basara some of the titles are still called like Union Max.
Oh, okay.
That's what Asami Kadaka, he has one of the Basara Union Max. By the way, if you ever run across the match, people out there, and it has Asami Kadaka in it, please watch it. He is fucking rad. He's 45 years old, and he still fucking runs people out the fucking ring. He's just this really small samurai dude. Wears the swords and everything to the ring. Yeah, he's a
That's
deathmatch wrestler too.
Huh.
Yeah, All Japan is on the up and up for sure. Their junior
Yeah.
division is fucking poopy though.
Yeah, it is not. Yeah.
And so is their tag division. It's a big bag of dicks.
Well, not only that, it's just hot potato
Yeah.
all the time. But
Also, I hate Kai. I hate him with a passion. I see him, and I just his face reminds me of Marufuji's old pants, and I just don't like it. He's a no go. As soon as I see him, I'm just like, word no.
he's had a few matches that I've enjoyed, but didn't he used to dress like Dean Ambrose before? What promotion was that?
That was
He'd
Ken,
wear like the
that's Ken Oka. Oh no, he
No,
did. He
yeah, 'cause
did.
he had
He
the
did.
jeans and
Yeah, he did.
tank
It-
top. I don't
yeah,
know
the
what
wife
promotion
beater
that
and
was
jeans.
for. Yeah.
That's what
But-
Ken Oka does now in DDT.
Okay.
Whatever's comfortable, I guess.
Yeah, he sucks. I fucking hate him. Yeah, I'm pumped on seeing how this all turns out for them.
Yeah.
Shit, there was something I was gonna say. Oh, New Japan had Lionsgate.
I still have to watch that. I like watching those just because I really like watching the progression of the young lions.
I didn't watch any of it, but I saw that they announced Sakamoto is going to be
Yes.
in a New Japan ring.
Is it against was it Ren Narita or
I don't
or one of the
I don't remember offhand.
is it Ren Narita or whatever Red Shoes kid is.
Oh shit!
One of-
It might.
one of
It's,
those-
it's a
it's one
smaller
of those.
guy.
Yeah, it's one of those two.
So there's that. Kitamura's done.
Yeah, that's
Did
unfortunate.
I tell you that?
Uh-uh.
Oh yeah. So he's got something's happened to him. They're saying it's a head injury,
Yeah.
but they're covering that up.
Oh,
So
wow.
people were thinking it's actually something else. I'm saying he's probably Bone Soldier, to be honest.
That is what?
He's Bone Soldier.
Oh my god.
Seriously.
What do you do? Get sick or something?
No, he got a concussion one random show, and he's been gone. But people were saying it could be something else, and they're just kind of like,
So
'cause-
this Bone Soldier's just cover up for Cody to bring some muscle in.
pretty much.
I suppose because he's in his mid-30s and
Well, Bone Soldier doesn't wrestle for the guy who plays Bone Soldier.
yeah, he got fired.
Yeah, he's a producer for All Japan or whatever.
Okay.
Oh, they fired the guy who was
Oh,
like,
yeah,
Captain New Japan.
Yeah,
and-
Yeah.
and Captain Noah. Nope, that was fucking
Captain-
That,
that
was
was
Jado.
Yeah.
That's just who it should be. It's just Jado. I'll DDT you till your brain hurts. That was a Hanma reference. No one got it. Anyways, that he's the guy that hurt Hanma.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Come on, nerds. Sakamoto,
I'm trying to think who it is.
Kitamura.
It's Hanma. Hanma's Bone Soldier.
Oh no.
Don't get that funky chicken wrestling.
Nope.
No, it's vampire chicken. That's what he had on his.
Yeah, it's Shota Umino. That's who it
Okay,
is.
that's
Yeah.
Red Shoes' son.
Yep, that is his
Okay.
son. So
Ken 45. He's an older wrestler who's been wrestling.
10:45.
Ken 45.
10.
Ken Ken Dingus. He's been wrestling since the early 90s.
9:30.
Or late 80s, early 90s. He's an older guy. He's part of a team called the Bad Boys. Don't know the other guy's name. Didn't really give a fuck. They wrestled in this Lions thing. This line.
Oh, I know where this is going.
And they fucking talk to him. Keenan hasn't seen it, so they talk to him like they do after every match, you know. And he's telling him, he's like, I'm so out of it. I don't even know the New Japan product. I haven't watched New Japan in years. I don't know anything. Because they asked him, like, who would you want to fight? He's like, I'm sorry, I don't watch any of it. He's like, I would like to fight Wild Pegasus. I always loved watching him in the ring. No fucking idea. Nothing. No idea that he became a monster and that he's dead. And it's going all over the internet. And
this wasn't him just fucking around. This was him being serious.
Because the other dude is looking at him like, what the fuck?
What the hell are you talking about?
Like the other bad guy.
They invited him to come do that, and then he's just like,
I don't watch this shit.
I don't know.
I'm a deathmatch guy. Fuck this. I wrestle in Michinoku Pro on the early matches.
Oh wow.
Yeah, dude. I saw that and I was fucking crying. I was like, this is great.
It's ridiculous.
So, Keenan, who do you think Bone Soldier is? I gotta know. It's Ryback.
God, could you imagine?
Oh my God.
I would hate it.
I can
so
see
much.
the Flip Gordon thing. I can see
Flip
that.
Gordon, yeah. What if it's Shibata? Shibata comes back to return into the ring as Bone Soldier.
Oh my God.
Yeah, he should have stayed gone.
Yeah.
It's Daniel
At that
Bryan.
point.
That's Daniel Bryan.
Yeah.
Okay, well, that was a bunch of WrestleMania talk, and we got a little bit left to do with some New Japan. Spoiler alert: Okada beat Zack Sabre. If you don't know it now, then you're fucked up. I wanted Sabre to win that damn title so bad because I
too.
I didn't want to see Okada versus Tanahashi again. The match is gonna be great. I'm not saying it's not. It's gonna be fucking wonderful.
Mm-hmm.
But Jesus Christ, I get it. You want to break this fucking record. What happens when Tanahashi beats him?
It ain't gonna happen. That's what's gonna happen.
Oh, you know why it's gonna happen? Because you just said that, and Gato heard it, and he's gonna be like, "Fuck them."
His ears are twitching.
Yeah, watch
like,
that.
I'll show thee.
Watch that happen. Watch it happen.
Uh,
Do you think he loses it in May?
no way.
To Tanahashi,
In May or Dominion?
Okada.
That's June.
who?
Dominion's their June show. I
Yeah.
can see him losing
Well,
it
in
then.
June. Is
Yep.
that their?
That's like their.
Kingdom?
That's like the rematch show, but
Yeah.
they're not leading up to it
Yeah, I know.
because
I don't know what's going on.
Naito is embedded in this Suzuki thing, and he's like, I don't know. It's a weird storyline. He's acting like he wants nothing to do with it, like, and Suzuki's making him face him.
Yeah, he's like, I want you
Right,
to
yeah.
fight me for this title.
Yeah, which will be
Well,
a
'cause-
great match.
And because history shows that Naito hates the Intercontinental Champion. He doesn't give a
Yeah.
shit about it. So I've heard some people toss the idea out. He'll beat Suzuki, then not care about the title, then want to go for the heavyweight title
And then
again.
I just hand it down to Taichi.
Yeah, something.
Or Taichi, yeah. That'd be
Or something.
fucking great. By the way, Taichi's having a great year. Just heads up, guys. I really like him.
Yeah, I still
He
don't
can
really
take
care
off
about
his pants all he wants for me with that stupid ass haircut. And then he can gonzo bomb everyone.
But no, at these the two Dentaku shows and even the Road 2 shows, they just got a lot of really solid matches sprinkled out through them.
Yeah, it's like, so they have two. This is a month where they have two main shows,
Mm-hmm.
and almost every title is defended.
Yeah, well, even on the Road 2 shows has the U.S. title match on one of them.
Which is Dave Finlay versus Switchblade.
Yeah, and then another Road 2 show has the junior tag titles with Takahashi and Bushi going for them.
Right. Also, there will not be a Kenny Omega Jericho rematch. You gotta
No.
get closer. Yeah, there you go.
I know.
Because his ass is facing the Undertaker now with that Saudi Arabia thing.
Is he
In a
really?
casket match.
Yeah.
Oh,
They
I thought it was.
They
They
pulled
pulled
Rusev.
Rusev?
Yeah, something happened, and then so they announced it, and Rusev on Twitter was like,
Did you see
"Bury
that
me
tweet?
softly, brother."
That was hilarious. I loved it. That was hilarious.
So good. But
Oh, man.
so if they
There
Oh,
is
also
this is like an absolute just
That-
fucking mega
It's,
mega card.
it starts at noon on a Friday. So
yeah,
It is
they
a-
got that 50-man battle royal, the
that's too
cage
much.
match, a casket match.
That's too much.
A ladder match.
Who's the ladder match?
I think there's a ladder match on it.
Oh
Okay.
yeah, for the Intercontinental, they announced that.
So back to
Yeah.
New Japan. Keenan, they announced Super Juniors.
Yeah, I saw that.
Okay.
They announced the blocks and everything.
Yeah, it's only 8 men. It's Show and Yo.
Who?
Show Yo. Is Flip Gordon in it?
I think so.
It's basically just their juniors right now.
Right.
LIJ is challenging for the junior tag.
Mm-hmm.
The Dangerous Two. They're going for it. I don't even know who the fucking junior champion is. Will
It's,
Ospreay.
Yeah.
Versus he's going against Kushida.
Kushida.
And I bet you this is where Kushida loses and moves up.
Yeah.
I bet you that Kushida will be in the G1 this year. That's a big bet, but I'm going
That
for
would
it.
be it. People have been wanting it for a while.
Is he beefy like getting beefy like Nick
eh.
and Matt Jackson?
Yeah, they definitely
They're
definitely doing some curls.
Mhm.
With HGH. I don't even know. Oh, Goto versus Juice is happening for
Yep.
the Never title. Evil.
And they're also,
The tag titles is
Yep.
KES versus Evil Sonata.
and they got Ibushi versus Cody and Omega versus Paige on the first Entaku show.
Which will be both great matches.
Oh yeah,
I'm like,
they're just spreading out this storyline. as
it's
long
going
as
all.
they fucking-
Listen, this storyline is going all the way till All In.
Oh, I'm sure.
And Okada's on. Now Okada's all in.
Yeah.
Yeah, this storyline is going all the way till All In, so Kenny can turn on Ibushi to face Ibushi at Wrestle Kingdom. Say it won't fucking happen. Big Daddy Lee just put his
What if
rating on that.
Ibushi turns on
It's fine.
Kenny?
Go ahead.
Keep
I don't
Kenny
see
the
that
baby
happening.
face?
I don't see that happening because it won't go well here.
Yeah.
You know
I
what mean?
want them to have like a solid tag run, even maybe as champions before the turn happens. But
Right. And I can't wait for
We'll see.
them to tease wrestling each other in the G1.
oh yeah,
Because, man, G1 gives you matches of the
Who do you
year.
think will win that one?
oh yeah.
Okada to get his title back.
Because
Tanahashi's taking that motherfucking title.
Okada as champion. It will win
Okada as champion challenging Naito.
at
that's what
the
happens.
Tokyo Dome. Yeah, I
Or
can see that.
what if he challenges God
Got himself.
and Shibata comes out?
Oh boy.
What if it's someone really weird that wins the G1 this year, like Makabe?
Oh god.
Fuck you, bird of crab!
Lance Archer.
Yikes. Oh, speaking of Lance Archer, apparently Dave Boy Smith threw hot coffee in Jake the Snake's face.
yeah, because he said something bad about his dad.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah, somebody else said it too.
Scott Hall.
Yeah, and Scott
And
Hall apologized. Yeah,
because you don't want that fucker getting a hold of you.
yeah, Scott Hall apologized, and he went, "I'm like a fucking baby bird." I kept hearing that. I'm just tweeting. I don't tweet. I'm not like a fucking baby bird. And he went up to Jake the Snake, and he asked him
He's
to
like,
apologize.
let's go talk about this outside. And he's like, I'm not going to go outside.
And
So
he
Jake
fucking threw hot coffee in his face.
Jake Roberts' face.
Yeah, I'm not fucking with Davey Boy Smith Jr. either. No,
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
he can wear all the weird robes that he fucking wants. I don't
Dude.
care. He's
He
beautiful.
will fuck you up.
Cool.
There's 10
Yeah.
matches for that Greatest Royal Rumble.
I do not
You-
read
you-
them. That's too long.
Yeah.
Oh, they're doing. Okay, so there's
Here
a
we
tournament.
go.
No, there's the tournament right now.
Fucking read it off. Why don't you? You just
Cesaro
ruined
and-
all
no.
the good talk with this horse shit.
Cesaro
talk.
and Sheamus is going to.
Oh, yeah,
There's
that's
a
right.
tournament, and whoever wins that tournament faces them for the
Who
title.
Who you think wins that? Oh shit! Before you go
Fucking
into before you
who's
go
in
Hardy
into
and
before you go into
Hardy
that,
and Bray.
tell me about the 205 stuff. What's happening? Because I don't know. They're teaming people up.
yeah. So they had the tournament leading up to WrestleMania, which is fucking awesome. And
Right.
It's like NXT and Cruiserweight Classic quality matches, but now they've been like since then. Well, even during that tournament, they started teaming up Atami and Tozawa, and they've been having a feud with Luchador. So it was Lince Dorado, Kalisto, and Grand Metalik.
So they need a third.
To Ishimori, is that what you're thinking?
I wasn't, but sure, why not?
He left Noah. Who knows?
Yeah, he did. No, they'll probably pick someone just randomly. They'll put Ho Ho Lun. Like he looks like
He's
them.
back.
I can hear Vince like he looks
Close
like
enough, damn it.
It's the same goddamn country.
close enough.
Yeah, fuck Vince McMahon.
So who are you thinking?
For what?
I don't know. The
Oh
third
no,
guy.
no, that was the first time I heard that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so
I thought you had a theory.
no,
hot
no,
take.
no.
I don't know. Well,
I just wanted to hear about it because I didn't know anything of it.
yeah. I mean, they've been having good matches, but it's
Right.
yeah.
Yeah, I heard that 205 is like good now.
Yeah. And Buddy Murphy has been
Man.
pretty awesome. He's shredded.
Whoa,
Yeah, he
what
is.
has happened? Them boys down there.
What do they call it? He's the best kept secret.
Yeah.
One of those
That's
dudes was in the fucking Harley race camps, and I think it's that guy.
One of
Was that
is
the
he
guy that was
Australian?
with Alexa
that's
Bliss?
yeah.
It-
Yes,
so
that's
Buddy
him.
Murphy's Australian.
Yeah, then Wesley Blake was his partner, who's
Okay.
American. Yeah.
So it's him that was trained in all those Harley race camps when
Okay.
Marufuji was over here training people,
Okay.
wow.
and TM61 when they were there, Roderick Strong, all those guys were there.
Oh, yeah,
he
yeah.
was fucking there
Okay.
because there's somebody that talks about him. Some Japanese wrestler says how good he really is, and this was like 3 years ago.
Yeah, he's the best kept secret.
Man, he's jacked.
Yeah, he is.
He is fucking jacked.
And he's doing shit that like he didn't get a chance to do when he was with.
Mhm.
I saw him hit his finisher, and is it
It's-
the Made in Japan?
It's kind of set up like that, but then it kind of lands, I think,
A
like
little differently.
Takahashi's time bomb.
Oh, like
but
on
I-
his back, like up to
Yeah,
a twist.
But
Okay.
he sets it up and he like spins him around, kind of funky, like the Made in Japan.
Made in Japan is Shingo
Shingo's, yeah.
from Dragon Gate's finisher, and then when he hits it, it's done.
Okay.
Right after he cuts your fucking head off with a goddamn lariat.
Yeah.
One of the hardest fucking lariats in the fucking
Mm-hmm.
world.
Yeah.
But yeah, sorry, I just wanted to hear about 205 Live.
No, yeah, it's been really
Sorry.
good. And what's nice about it is if you don't watch it live, you can like skip through the commercials and stuff, and it's just 2 or 3 really solid matches, and it's a super easy watch too.
There could be one match on that Greatest Royal Rumble that actually could be
Good.
good.
What's that one?
Seth Rollins, Finn Balor, The Miz, and Samoa Joe for the Intercontinental title in a ladder match.
Why is
That's the
Samoa
ladder
Joe in
match.
there?
He's back. They just
Yeah,
needed
no
something.
shit. But he challenged Reigns.
He's
Nah.
just they just needed something.
Needed a
Like,
body. Well, his
Yeah.
ass should be in the fucking 85
Every
man Royal
title,
Rumble.
every title, besides the
Except the
women's.
women,
I don't
yeah.
think any women is
UK
No,
over.
There can not no
Probably.
women on the show.
Probably not. Probably
Yeah.
not allowed.
Nope.
But
Let
every
Trump
title,
find out.
every title is being defended.
Jesus, I just punched
There.
this microphone. Even the UK?
No,
Oh, that's right.
every
But I guess,
major WWE title is being defended there.
But for that UK shows in June, I guess it's going to be co-branded with NXT, so all the NXT titles will be defended on those shows too.
Damn, that's
That's
And
fucking
then-
great.
And then there's a King of the Ring, or UK King of the Ring.
I saw that.
That's on night 1. Then the winner of that faces Pete Dunne on night 2.
Yeah, because I saw him. He's like, "Come get this."
Weird.
Yeah.
You know what that kind of sounds like to me? That kind of sounds like NXT Bola.
Pretty much, just a big
Yeah.
old super show.
Yep. One night is a tournament where they'll have, and on that first night they'll have British Strong Style versus
Yeah,
They'll
six-
have
Shock the System or whatever.
They could have
Yeah.
Right.
like, hey, we're getting this special match, but we're not going to tell you what it is.
And then
Right.
I'm hoping that the King of the Ring is all UK people, correct?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm assuming so.
And give me Wolfgang as the winner.
Are they getting? Are they
Or-
doing the
or
same thing they got last time, or they're not? It's
They haven't announced-
non-signed.
I don't know.
I'm not sure. They haven't announced any talent. I can see it being maybe some of the same people, but then
Travis Banks,
probably-
baby.
yeah, ooh,
God, give me Travis
I know.
Banks.
Don't get me.
he's not a UK guy, but he's based there. so-
Yeah.
Yeah, well, no, he's a full-on citizen.
Is he really?
Yeah,
Oh, I didn't know that.
yeah.
Mark Haskins.
Haskins will be on it.
Man.
God, this is a whole other episode on itself.
I'm
me
sure they'll
jacking
do,
off
like,
to this.
Mark Andrews and the guys that are like
You mean
kind of have the same
Andrews.
deal.
Andrews,
Andrews. No.
the nicest guy out of all three of the, or all 4 or 5 of those guys I met.
Ugh.
Fucking Mandrews. And
But
his
yeah, so that's
terrible
once
band.
they haven't announced any talent, but that should be some
What?
solid shows.
What's the fucking guy that Osprey's fighting all the time now everywhere, with kind of like spiky
Oh.
hair?
The is he from New Zealand?
Oh, is he a New Zealand guy too?
I think so.
He's
Adam Brooks. I
he
think.
is
Yes.
fucking good.
Yeah.
He's
'Cause he's had
really
matches
good.
with-
He is basically
Brooks and
having
then
matches like he had.
Robbie Eagles is another guy who's
Robbie
in the
Eagles,
New
yeah.
Zealand scene. Yeah.
He is his new Ricochet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I also really like the guy that won the Tetsujin thing. He just wears,
Fuck it, just put Jimmy Havoc in that motherfucker too.
but Davey Havoc in it too.
One and the same.
Yeah. I was trying to think of someone else's Havoc.
Side story. I was watching.
Who?
I was watching Progress.
Go ahead. Sorry,
My
Brian.
wife. That's fine. This back before the whole copyright thing, and Jimmy Havoc was still coming out to the AFI song.
Yep.
And my wife gets home from work, and she says, "Who's this Davey Havoc looking motherfucker?" I'm like, "Well, actually, his name is Jimmy Havoc." And she goes, "You got to be shitting me!" I'm like, "Get this. His entrance music is an AFI song."
Go back and watch that Face to Face with Jimmy Havoc if you haven't seen it.
I might have seen it a while.
Dude,
but
it's
yeah, I'd have to-
fucking hilarious because the guy who's interviewing, this was like when Progress first started.
Is it when he was like in that midst of that long title reign? He's just scaring the shit out of the interviewer.
Yeah, and he's like, somebody wrote in and it's like his name is Brian Walker 88 on Twitter, which says wants to know what your favorite AFI song. He's like, "Fuck you, cunt." And the guy was just like, "What?" And he's like, and he said something, I don't know the name of the song, but he was like, "Miss Murder." Next question. And he just like but he says shit too. It's like when he's like, "What do you think Will Ospreay's going to have to do to win that title?" He's like, "Well, that fucking bitch ain't going to win the title." Just like
full on asshole. Yeah.
Is that when he destroyed the staff and they brought his own?
Yes,
They
yeah.
brought
Yeah.
that belt
fucking
with him.
stupid staff.
Yeah.
That's the only thing Jim Smallman's done wrong.
I wasn't too big on the shields for the.
But I do love those
Tag
belts.
I don't.
I like the tag
Well,
belts.
I do not.
I like
Well,
how they
'cause-
kept the shields.
The shield idea. Yeah.
I like the Shield.
Nah.
You did
No.
the shield.
Yeah. No. Wait. What?
I don't know.
Shield with Nick Fury.
There you go.
All right. Anyways,
Um,
nerds.
But yeah, I'm wondering. And then they're doing the Mae Young. They just announced another Mae
Oh,
Young
yeah.
Classic,
Mm-hmm.
which will be good.
I didn't watch any of them. The reason I didn't watch the first one is just because the delivery system of it wasn't like the first one live. Then they dropped 4 at a time
Yeah.
or something.
Wasn't there a UK show recorded?
There was one. That's what the kickoff of that tournament was. Then they had a deal with or no, because they're gonna bring back World of Sport or something.
That's
they,
what it was.
They did bring
And-
it back.
No.
They did, but WWE is
Not
like, well,
WWE didn't. Somebody
No,
else
but-
did.
they brought back World of Sport, and that was the reasoning behind this whole UK thing for WWE.
Okay.
They were going to do like a UK show and have this tournament, but then once that World of Sport kind of flopped, the UK promotion for WWE or whatever just kind of halted.
Yeah, because I remember them recording things.
So that's why he can defend that title.
Did you see the building?
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's huge.
is it the same building as they did last year?
I don't think so. I think it's a bigger
That one was fucking awesome looking.
It looks similar, so it may be. But if we don't get fucking William Regal and Robbie Brookside versus fucking James Drake and
No.
shit, what the hell's his name?
Zach Gibson.
Zach Gibson's the man.
I could see. I could
What's
see
going on?
them giving like Aleister Black coming in too and
I could see
wrestling
that.
again.
Well,
Well,
he said it's going to be
that's
an
what he made
NXT show,
Yeah, it'll be like a split show.
so
Yeah, he'll
it'll
be
probably be an
wrestling.
NXT style takeover the second night.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, because they're going to defend all the NXT titles. So
Yeah.
if they're doing the tournament the first night, I'm sure the second night will be all the title matches.
Keenan's got to get up for something. I don't know what's happening. He's
He's got some whispering going on.
I don't know what he's doing. He's just
there.
well.
Family
That's
stuff.
that's enough for the show, anyways. 'Cause Keenan,
Yeah.
I don't know
kind
what
of
I don't know what the fuck he's doing.
winding down.
He's now just kneeling on the stage. I'm giving you a play-by-play. We're live here, fans, in Piss Basement. But yeah, so that was a good show.
There's a lot of stuff. Yeah,
Yeah, I don't know what he's doing.
playing catch up.
I don't know what he's doing.
I don't know.
He's
I
talking
hear
to
something.
his daughter through a doggy door.
You're a doggy door.
Yes. Yikes.
Uh-oh.
And now he's backing down the steps slowly. It's just a play-by-play.
Sorry.
Ken, will you get down here and just say bye? Damn. I'm going to kill you. Bye, Lily. Don't leave, Dad.
Don't leave,
All
Daddy.
right, it's good to be back.
All right, see you, man.
We're back now.
All right, well, that was episode something. And that was a whole lot for you. You can follow us on Twitter at FNGRPokeofDoom. Follow us on Instagram at FNGRPokeofDoom. You can follow Brian on Twitter where he will talk about wrestling. And that is Liger X Bomb on Twitter. That's where you can find them.
Coming
That's
at you.
right.
Don't follow Keenan because he's an asshole. Don't follow me because I don't want it.
There you go.
All right. Talk at you later.
All right. See you.